Alright, this is John Colo with OKRod.com. Today I have another exciting episode for you. And today I'm going to be talking about a cool kitchen gadget that you guys never maybe ever heard of. I mean, I love my kitchen gadgets. I'm a kitchen gadget freak. I also like all the different appliances that allow you to eat more fruits and vegetables, including nuts and seeds, and that's the reason for this episode. So today what I was doing is I was actually emptying out my Excalibur 10 tray stainless steel dehydrator. This is the best dehydrator that I've ever used by far. It's all stainless steel. It has insulated walls so it doesn't get hot on the outside. It has a adjustable thermostat with 2 temperature settings, so you can heat up at like a warm temperature for 2 hours and then go down to like 110 degrees for the rest of the time. And stainless steel trays, so you're not getting any BPA or any other plasticizers in you. If you're interested in learning more about this dehydrator or checking out my video that I made on it, please visit my website, discountjuicers.com. Anyways, what I'm doing today is actually I'm taking out everything I dehydrated, and inside here what I have are some seeds from my kabochi squash. So I know many of you guys might cook kabochi squashes or juice them, or even things like butternut squash or banana squash, which is all the different squashes I grow in my garden because they're good for storing for the winter. I like to make fresh soups out of the tender flesh. I also like to actually heat them up and cook them so that my dog could eat some of the highest quality, squash there is. But I want to be able to access and use the seeds. And I know you guys, like I did when I was a kid, we'd carve our pumpkins, we'd take out the pumpkin seeds, we'd put them on a baking pan, put them in the oven, heat them up, and then we'd eat the pumpkin seeds, we'd salt them. That being said, using the oven, not super optimal. We want to dehydrate at a low temperature to keep all the enzymes and all the nutrients, as many as possible, intact. So these were dehydrated at low temperatures. And here's just the kabochi squash on what it looks like, and the seeds are inside. So most hard squashes, winter squashes that you would buy to cook, you can remove the seeds and dehydrate. But the problem is, we got all the little seeds here, but these have shells on them. We're going to come over here, and these are all the seeds, and you guys may know that there's actually pumpkin seeds, and these happen to be the sprouted pumpkin seeds by Go Raw, and they're like green. So these ones are known as hulless seeds. In the past, I've actually grown the hulless variety of pumpkins. They're called the Kakai pumpkins. I'll put a link down to the video down below. It yielded a lot of the pumpkins to eat, but also a lot of the hulled seeds. So the problem is, how do you access the food, the little seed in here? Because I know many of you guys, are into some nuts and seeds. I like to eat about a handful or 2 at max of nuts and seeds a day, and some people think that the seeds are lower in fat than the nuts, which in general it is. And many of you guys may be throwing out or composting your seeds like this because it has a hard shell. And you literally would usually put it in your mouth and crack the shell open with your teeth. And then what you'd get on the inside, you could see we got the pumpkin seed, which is the green part you're seeing here with all the shell. Now the shell you could eat, but it's just a lot of fiber. And it's not good for making recipes or anything like that. And chewing each one up is going to take a lot of time. So you guys know that, there's like things like nut crackers, right? So I got some wild pecans I harvested, in Texas. So we could, crack open the wild pecan and get the pecan nut meat out. But in addition, I know most of you guys have never heard of this before. There are actually seed crackers, and these are not a popular item in the United States of America, but they're popular in foreign countries, where they have a lot of seeds. For example, China. So actually I had to basically get this guy shipped in from China for me, and this is all in some different language, but it says, this is a triple function seed cracker for pistachio, pumpkin, and melon seeds will be no problem. So yes, even your melon seeds, they have a hard shell like watermelon seeds, right? They're now selling sprouted watermelon seeds by the Go Raw company. They're amazing, but you can't really buy watermelon seeds anywhere else. But if you guys eat lots of watermelons, and if you're not eating the seeds, you can save and dehydrate the seeds, and then you're going to get a seed cracker like this. We're going to go ahead and open this up for you guys. And it's patented. And all this simply is you take the seed cracker. We're going to go ahead and get one of these seeds, and it's very important you want to get a nice seed that's nice and big and has a pretty thick width. We're going to go ahead and take the seed, put it in the seed cracker, what we want to do is we're going to put it in here, and we're going to push it all the way up to the top, just like that, and then we're going to just go ahead, going to make sure it stays in there, and then we're just going to basically squeeze it together and check it out. It very carefully squeezes and cracks the shell without destroying it. So then we could take it out, and now that we have it cracked a little bit, we can then go ahead and get in there and very carefully and easily peel off the outer shell, and now we're going to be able to get out the little pumpkin seed inside whole. So in nature, right, if you wanted to eat pumpkin seeds, you'd have to shell each one, and you wouldn't have a special tool. It would take you a long time, so you wouldn't eat a lot of them. So, you know, I want to advocate that people eat tons of fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, and, you know, cut back on the nuts and seeds. You know, does this mean you should have no nuts and seeds because we'd never eat them in nature? You know, we were creatures of, we would eat whatever we could get our hands on in nature because there's scarcity out there, right? We would, of course, eat some of these when it was the season, when we could get our hands on them. And plus, also, we can store the nuts and seeds for the winter if we were, you know, gatherers, like, in the wild. But we wouldn't be eating a lot of them, so I'm really not a big fan of the high-fat raw food diets that are based on nuts and seeds and not based on fruits and vegetables. I want you guys to have your diet based on fruits and vegetables, and yeah, add in a handful of nuts or seeds a day for your health, because in my opinion, based on the research I've seen, you know, adding some healthy fats into your diet can only benefit you. It's going to basically slow down the absorption of all the phytochemicals and phytonutrients in the other fruits and vegetables you are eating. And I like to do this, you know, in the evening time with my salad. So yeah, now you guys know about the handy dandy seed crackers, so you can start cracking your own seeds instead of having to buy the seeds. I mean, have you guys priced out like pumpkin seeds lately in the store? It's like $10 a pound for organic pumpkin seeds, man. But you have so many that you could actually utilize and extract and have the best food. You know, I want to encourage you guys to start being a producer instead of a consumer by growing your own squashes like I do, by having your own, you know, seed cracker. You can start being a producer instead of being a slave to the consumerism society that we live in. If you're interested in growing your own food, be sure to check out my website, growingyourgreens.com. If you like this episode, hey, please give me a thumbs up, and I might do some more videos with many of the different kitchen gadgets, you know, that I have laying around here, because let me tell you, I got all kinds of crazy stuff that you guys never seen before. Anyways, once again, my name is John Kohler with OK Raw. We'll see you next time, and remember, until then, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables, including some seeds once in a while, but only if you crack them yourself. Alright, this is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and good morning! Alright, I don't know when you guys are watching this, but it's morning time for me, and in this episode, what I'd like to do today is share with you guys what I eat in a day when I'm with my girlfriend. So I'm here at